All right, hopefully you can see it, but I'll read it to you anyway. This particular Fox segment is titled Protesting Police. Locals discuss Black Lives Matter movement. And it's funny, the locals aren't local. And the other funny part about it is they never asked a single question about the Black Lives Matter movement. Here we go.
How you doing? So out here in Times Square, and we've got some Dallas residents to talk to as well, visiting our great city. First, I've got Almethea and Shirley. Now, Shirley's here for support, so I've got a little fun. But Almethea, also a teacher in Dallas. So, Almethea, your take on the president's comments on the state of things, being a Dallas resident. We had a peaceful protest marred by the incredible assassination of 5 police officers.
Total devastation. I think I'm still in shock over the news of 5 officers being killed innocently, trying to protect others, make sure we're okay, and I'm still at a loss for words. Not looking forward to going home, not knowing what to expect when I get there.
Not looking forward to going home. You always look forward to going home. I just had to throw that in there.
I'm sure I have friends that have known maybe some of the officers there. I have lots of people that I know have been officers, and it's just, I just don't even know what to say. I'm hurt. I'm really just hoping that things can get better. We'll have to work together to get through this. It's going to be tough on the entire city, but we'll get through it. And it's just, I feel sorry for the families of those officers and co-workers of those officers.
So let me ask you a question. I see you tearing up a little bit. Look, I lived in Dallas. I love that community. It's a very multicultural community. Great culture, great Texas culture. I think you'll come back. America, the racial divide, is it as bad as people say? Or we have issues, but isn't this country more united than divided?
I believe so. We have to, recognize that there's differences, but what's the world going to be without people having differences? But we have to be able to accept those differences and and let everybody be who they are, and not hold those differences against one another, and just I don't know, just.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. We need prayer. Thank you.
Really devastated. At a loss. I'm really at a loss for words.
All right, thank you. Good to see you, Shirley. Great to see you. All right, we've got another Dallas resident here, guys. This is Keith Elliston and his daughter, Caroline. Caroline, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
All right, Keith, as I understand, your father was a Dallas police officer. Is that correct?
Yes, he was retired after 37 years, and my brother is active in the Dallas area today.
Okay. And what is your reaction, one, to the president's remarks, and to this entire, what do you want to call it, the attack on police officers, of course, the assassinations in Dallas?
It's really saddening to me as the son of a police officer, and having law enforcement in my family, and also having a black son. I see both sides, and it's a difficult conversation to have. It needs to happen, but it needs to happen in the right places and in the right spirit. So these are fathers and husbands. And
well, you've got your daughter here, so let me ask you this: how do you talk to Caroline about this?
Well, we've had to get into a lot deeper conversations about it here in New York than we have in the past with the recent events. And the conversations that we're having are that there are situations where there can be racial prejudice, but we need to be careful to treat all people with love and respect, regardless of their color or their profession. These are dads and husbands who are out there protecting people's rights to protest and helping to keep them safe, and I want to make sure that they're protected as well.
All right,
The question I wanted him to ask is, what conversation are you having with your black son? But obviously that wasn't a question he was going to ask him.
He asked Caroline, you're here in New York City, you've talked to your dad about this, and just a quick thought.
Well,
That's okay. It's tough to be on camera, but you've had this conversation as a father and a daughter and as a family.
Yeah, and just what is it going to be like for her black brother growing up versus her white brother? There may be some differences there, but at the end of the day, we're teaching our children that we need to respect and obey the police officers. They've got a tough job to do. We need to follow the rules and the instructions they give us as closely as possible, and then trust that they're going to take care of us.
All right, guys, thank you. You hear it here from a father, a daughter, from Alamethea, a school teacher. This is the reaction of 2 Dallas residents here in New York City.
Was it me, or did I miss the fact that he didn't ask a single question about the Black Lives Matter movement?